You are addicted to yourself. As a matter of fact, we all are. Addiction is the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. Most of us are addicted to our life, or at least we are addicted to the idea of what our life is. And usually, we don't even know it. We are dependent on ensuring our lives play out exactly in accordance with what we've agreed upon that our life looks like for us. And if we want any change to occur, then we have to free ourselves from who we think we are. Better yet, we have to free ourselves from what our life has told us that we are. So we want real change to occur. We are tired of who we've become, or there's an aspect of ourselves that we no longer like. There's something in your life that you want to change, or you know you can improve upon. You know you can be better in that area. But for whatever reason, you cannot improve. No matter what you do, it seems like you always fall back into the same pattern, into the same way of being. Because you do. You are stuck with who you are, with the idea, who you believe you are, and what you have told yourself that you are. You have agreed upon it in your head. You keep giving yourself the life that you told yourself you want to live. And this is why it becomes difficult to change things in our life. It makes it difficult to make real, lasting changes because who we are and who we believe we are is an old version of ourselves. Our life is showing us that belief in who we are. And it is up to us to recognize that. And if we want change to occur, to decide something different in the moment. So there are two main principles that I've used in my life to make actual changes. To realize that there is someone that I was, someone I want to be, and there are two different people. And neither of them can coexist at the same time within this being. So, how do we change something in our life? Principle number one, release the past. I know you've probably heard this before, and there are many people who have talked about it, but how do you actually do it? Well, releasing the past, what this means is letting go of past events, past emotion, past way of being in this moment. Anytime you're holding on to any past state, being, any past event, anything that has existed, you're holding it and you are allowing it to exist right now. If you allow something to exist right now in this moment, you are making way for it to exist in the future of your reality. Because this moment is all that exists. So if we make this moment the past and we think that the past exists right now, we remember when we are broke and in poverty, and we dwell upon that right now. What are we doing? We are ensuring that we will stay broke and in poverty in the future because we are saying right now we are broke. So release the past. Don't dwell on who you used to be. If who you used to be comes up, acknowledge it and ignore it. Acknowledge the version of you that you were. Tell yourself who you are today, the version of you that you desire to be, which also exists right now. Principle number two, and this will really hone in and ensure that who you are telling yourself you are is true. Principle number two is self-belief or confidence. This is absolutely imperative that you have it. You must believe in yourself. You must be confident in who you are. If you're not, then you are never going to see changes in your life. Belief in self, confidence, conviction, knowing, these are all synonyms for the same thing. And all of them is what you need to do. You need to be in a certain state right now. Whatever state you are in right now, does it have confidence? Do you know who you are right now in this moment? If you want to be wealthy and you are sitting here watching this video, you watch this video in a state of the person who is wealthy, the version of you who is wealthy, who has that wealth. Or are you hesitant? Are you unsure of who you are? Because if you are unsure of who you are, this is how you allow past memories of who you used to be to come in and to actually ground into your state. If you are unsure of yourself, if you don't have a knowing of who you are, conviction of who you want to be, then when these thoughts of poverty come back, because naturally they will creep back into your mind, and when these thoughts come back, then they will take hold in your mind like a virus or a plague. They will attach to you and become your identity again, because you aren't sure of who you are. You aren't sure of who you want to be. You have doubts. That's all right. We all have doubts. We all have fears. But in order for you to make the change that you truly want to make, you need to let go of those. You need to know that whatever it is that you desire, you have it right now, in this very moment. Regret is a big reason why we hold on to things from the past. So regret is a big thing you need to let go of in order to release the past. If you regret anything right now from your past, you are anchoring yourself or tying yourself to that moment. Because you are saying, this is what happened, and because of it, I can no longer move forward. I cannot move on from who I was because of the mistake that I made. And it takes you out of a state of confidence. If you are in a state of confidence, you will not regret anything you did, because you will know every action that you have taken and every version of you that you have been has led you to this moment today, to who you are right now. So if you are in regret, you are not confident in who you are today. And you are perpetuating the cycle of who you used to be, the person that you no longer want to be. So you must let go of regret, let go of any emotions that you attach to past events, and allow yourself to feel right now with confidence fully who you want to be. Because we cannot exist at two states at once. We cannot exist in two states at once. So if we are the old version of ourselves who is broke and unhappy, and we remember that and think that is real right now, then that is who we are going to continue being. You can never be the wealthy, happy version of yourself if you dwell on the unhappy and unwealthy version of yourself. You cannot exist in two states at once. So I think we know why we must release the past. But just to hone it in a little further, if you live in the past mentally, then you can never truly live confidently, because you're never living in this moment. True confidence, unwavering confidence, comes from being present in the moment and knowing who you are right now, and knowing that you have anything and everything that you could possibly want here and now. So that's one reason to release the past. Another, like I said before, you cannot exist in two states at once. The past anchors you into a biologically speaking, primal mindset. Okay, I have a background in biology. I have a degree in biology. That's why. So this is where my fascination for the mind really started. When you are in a primal mindset, primal state of mind, state of being, which occurs from living in the past, then you are dwelling on the problem of who you used to be. primal mindset, which is a mindset that we are all biologically wired to have, is a mindset of survival, because biologically we are animals. Okay? All humans are animals, and all animals want to survive. So, at the root of our being, all we want to do is survive. All we want to do is make it until tomorrow. All we want to do is to have enough today to survive the next day. But humans are more complex, mentally speaking, than other animals. And the fact that we have a large cranial capacity that allows us to recall events in our lives and moments that make us and shape us into who we are today. This is a gift and a curse of being a human. Because when we dwell in the past, when we think and live in the past, when we are aware of who we used to be, then it allows us to focus on the problems. This is another innovative solution of our biology, is being aware of the problems going on in our lives. Because if we want to survive, we have to know what is a problem and what is preventing us from surviving and continuing on. So generally, that is why when we think on the past or many things, we think from a mindset of what problems are there, what issues are going on that we can solve. While this is good and beneficial, and it definitely can be, the biggest issue with this is you are living in a state of fear of survival. So you are not allowing yourself to truly and fully activate this solution-based mindset, the mindset of not having any of these problems. If you are still dwelling on the problems in your life, and the problems exist in your life. So even though this is beneficial biologically for us to survive, it's not really beneficial in our current day and age, where we don't need the same instincts of survival that we may have needed 20, 15, 10,000 years ago, even a few hundred years ago. For some people, you still need it in today's day and age. But overall, most likely if you're watching this video, you're not focused on survival every single day. And if you are, then it is good to stay in that state, because you do need to survive. But if you want to be the version of yourself who has whatever you think you are missing right now, then living in these states of survival are not going to get you towards it. It's only going to perpetuate the fact that you don't have what it is that you desire. All right. And essentially, you cannot live in a state of confidence, in a state of conviction and knowing who you are, full belief in yourself, if you have a problem with something or someone or some version of you in the past. Because, like I said before, if you have a problem with a version of you in the past, that problem, by dwelling on it, you are allowing it to exist now. And this moment is all that exists. So if you are allowing it to exist now, then it is real. Then you are giving life to it. And by giving life to it, you are ensuring that you continue to have that tomorrow, 1 month from now, 1 week from now, whatever. You are perpetuating that in your life. All right. So confidence. What is it? Well, the dictionary says confidence is a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. Okay. So how can you be confident if you don't even appreciate yourself? You don't even appreciate who you are and what you've done. This is why I say you need to release the past. And honestly, don't take my word for it. Please, seriously. Look, it is better to fail in originality than to succeed in limitation. That is by great author of Moby Dick, Herman Melville. You are limiting yourself by holding on to what you used to be. By dwelling in the past, you are limiting what you can potentially be. Okay? Who you want to be and who you used to be are not the same person, even though they're dwelling in the same body. They will inhabit you, your being, but it is not the same version of you. You cannot be both at once. Let the dead bury the dead. You will so bury the past by remaining faithful to your new concept of self, that you will defy the whole vast future to find where you buried it. Neville Goddard. Dead is the world outside of you. Everything you see outside of you is dead because it is a past version of yourself. It is trying to keep you centered in who you used to be. And by you acknowledging it and accepting it to be true, you are saying the dead lives. You are saying the past lives now. And it will continue living in the future because of that. Anytime you do this, anytime you are saying and acknowledging the fact that you are not who you want to be, you are out of a state of confidence. You are not believing in yourself, and you are living as an old version of who you are, who you used to be. That's who you are living as. You say you make $1,000 a day, then you must live as that version of you. Anything outside of you, anything in your reality is irrelevant. It is dead. It is the past. Let the dead bury the dead. Don't dig it up by thinking you don't have what you desire, by thinking you are not making $1,000 a day because you don't see it. This is how a fool thinks. The fool believes that what they see outside of them is true, and there's nothing they can do to change it. The wise man knows that what they have inside of them is truth. They have it all right now. Believe what it is you desire. Give it to yourself. Know it is true. And you have it. And don't let anything outside of you tell you that you do not. Whoever you were that didn't have what you want is dead. Leave them in the dead. Leave the old version of you to die. Bury them and forget about them. And don't let any aspect of them come back because they're dead. You don't want to be them anymore. Leave them to die. All right? Don't refuel your addiction to yourself by believing in what your senses tell you is real. Do not refuel this addiction, because your senses are always going to try to prove to you that who you used to be is who you truly are today. But if you want to be a new, different version of yourself, then you must let go of that. You must let go of the old version of you. Let go of relying on your senses to tell you what is true and what is real. Know what is true, know what is real within, internally. Claim it, decide it, be it, and ignore anything else that tells you otherwise. What is your superpower? Well, the superpower you have to ensure that you become who you want to be and let go of who you used to be. You decide anything, and it is done. As soon as you make a decision, it must happen. It is done. Anything outside of you that will try to keep you out of it and prevent you from coming back towards it, just acknowledging, or it's just suggesting that, hey, this is who you used to be. Are you sure you don't want to be that version of you anymore? You tell it, no, thank you. You tell it to fuck off. That is not who you are. It's who you used to be. So make a decision on anything in your life, and it is done. Drop the past. Live now. It's who you want to be, with conviction, with knowing. All exists now. Claim what you want. Claim who you are. Be that version of you. The past is dead. Your addiction ends now. All right? Love you guys. Peace.